Purchasing a stock that's being all pumped up by hype is going to give you a recipe for disaster. Hey, I'm Sasha Evdokov, and in this video, I'd like to cover the pump and dump concept when it comes to the stock market and what does it really mean to you when it comes to your trades. First off, what does pump and dump mean? Well, it means that some group or entity or person is pumping up the stock and then selling it off later once the stock price pumps up or gets a little bit higher because they're looking to exit their position. So what they do is they try to pop that stock price up by either sending out newsletter lists to email people. They're trying to post on news message boards online, on bulletin boards and chat rooms. It could be on Twitter feeds. It could be they're writing articles or just sending you emails directly. Now, 5-10 years ago, I got a bunch of these different emails saying stock XYZ is going to go up 1,000% because they're inventing this new amazing drug or company, and it's only $1 a share now. And this is usually a lot of pump and dump happens when it comes to penny stocks or stocks that are trading for 50 cents, $1, $2, $3 per share, the cheap stocks. And what happens is these people, they bought out a handful of shares, however many shares that they purchased, and now they're trying to pump that stock up whatever means necessary, whether that's through email, newsletter lists, or chat rooms. They're trying to raise that price so that way you go ahead and purchase some shares and continue to buy some of those shares so that way they can sell those shares to you because they're already in the stock. Now, a lot of times, they'll do this through whatever means necessary. So, and it's not usually illegal depending on the tactics that they use. They're just stating their opinion. They're saying, hey, I think that this stock is great, which happens all the time on TV. But the problem is that most people that are not that well educated buy into this hype. So what you'll typically see is once this pumping starts to happen, and if it's a large scale pump, the stock price can rise quite a few points or quite a few percentage points. And then you'll start seeing, hey, they were right in their email or they were right in what they said. But the reality of it is in the long-term scheme of things, maybe within a couple of weeks, that stock sells off and it goes much lower. So you need to be really cautious and aware of what's happening, especially if you're getting these tips from somebody who's not very well educated or a random person that's telling you, hey, this stock is bound to go up, so go ahead and purchase it. So be really cautious and don't buy into these kinds of tips unless you really understand the reasoning or the logic of why they're purchasing the shares that they are. That's why I always say it's important to build a relationship. If you're looking to, whether you're getting a newsletter list, whether you're getting some kind of trade alerts from somebody, understand why they're picking the stocks that they are. Learn their strategies, learn their systems, their concepts, and then you're fine to go ahead and pick stocks from them. But if you're just getting some random email or you're getting some kind of news on a bulletin board saying, hey, this is the next hottest stock, then it's always a sign of cautious and be aware. So even if you are seeing these pump and dumps, that doesn't mean you can't trade them because stocks may get pumped up, but it doesn't mean that they're untradeable. So even if the newsletter lists are coming out, even if somebody's emailing you saying, hey, this stock is going to be the next hot winner, if you're interested in it and if the chart looks good and if you've done your own homework, your own research, this doesn't mean that you can't trade it accordingly. So normally the way I would approach this, if I'm looking to get into these types of stocks or trades, is I would create my own trading plan for that stock and see where are those levels, where is it trading at? And who knows, if it's a huge, massive pump, that stock could rise maybe 10, 15%, and you could go ahead and trade it maybe for a couple of days. It could be just for the day, and get in it early and just start peeling things off. But you got to be mindful and understand that this stock will probably sell off very soon. So always continue to raise your stops. Always be taking your profits into strength as this stock is climbing or rising because you understand that most of it is just hype, which means it's just full of baloney and eventually the stock will sell off. And again, as I always say, cheap stocks are cheap for a reason. The leaders, the high value dollar companies in the stock market are more expensive for a reason, and the cheap stocks are cheap for a reason. So be mindful, be educated, and stick to your trading plan. I hope this video was helpful in understanding that pump and dump sequence, understanding this concept of what people do in order to capitalize and benefit themselves. They're not really in it to help you out, to take your trading to that next level. They're interested to just pump that stock up higher so that way you buy their shares because they're looking to sell into you. And if you enjoyed this video, if you want to take your trading to that next level, go ahead and check out some of my video courses on my website at tradersfly.com. And if you want to see more great videos like this one absolutely for free and see my rapid recaps in order to see what stocks I'm looking at in the current market conditions, then just go ahead, click this link, and you'll get notified when I release new videos on the current market recaps. Thanks for watching, and remember to do what you love, contribute to others, and most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.